But Chennai, Houston,
girl,
had a problem.
Girl.
And the problem's name is LeBron James and Luke Kennard. Let's start with LeBron. 19 points, a game-high 13 assists, and that's a biggie. The shorthanded Lakers, they capitalized with no KD in Game 1. LeBron, he became the oldest player, again, adding to that list of oldest player to do things, to have 10 assists in a game in NBA history. But it wasn't just LeBron's playmaking, right? The Lakers' defense. It showed up. It showed out. We've seen it over the course of the season. According to Genius IQ, the Lakers held the Rockets to 38% shooting on shots within 10 feet. Hello, DeAndre Ayton. That is the lowest rate allowed in a Lakers game in this season, which is pretty impressive. But of course, the story of the game is Kevin Durant. He's out after that injury to his knee. Do we know yet his status for Game 2, Brian?
Later today, they will release an injury report. And look, nobody knew about this until Friday afternoon when they released the injury report ahead of Game 1. And all of a sudden, Durant popped up as questionable. Right. He went out and warmed up before the game. Look, Kevin Durant has a long history of playing through injuries in the playoffs. In fact, potentially to his detriment when he had that Achilles injury after the calf injury. So this is not a question of whether Durant wants to go. The fact that he was unable to go changed the dynamic of the whole game, potentially could change the dynamic of the whole series. While I agree with you, Malika, that DeAndre Ayton had an excellent game, in fact, outplayed Alperen Şengün.
And that cannot happen if the Rockets want to win this series.
Oh, completely. But you can't credit the Lakers' defense without acknowledging that the Rockets' offense is a mess without Durant.
Completely agree, because, you know, you gave the great numbers about how they miss shots in the paint or at the rim. Well, that's sort of what happens. That's just the team that they are. They know that they're getting sagged off on the three-point line, so they force a lot of shots. But again, you have to credit, because this is one of the best offensive rebounding teams and overall rebounding teams in basketball. And when you're deficient of two of your top stars, to be able to still rise to the occasion, I just love what Luke Kennard actually said after the game. He said, "Oh, what is it like playing with LeBron James at this age, being that effective?" And he said he still trusts us. And to me, that was really special. The fact that it does not matter that we have what, 40 plus points on the bench. He trusts us to make the shots when it matters most. He was 5 for 5. Was it 60? 5 for 5 from 3 for Kennard. He had 27 points.
He should be taking 10 threes. Oh, tell him to take 10 threes a game.
Yeah, that will be, and he will get full Amen Thompson treatment when he comes in.
How many threes did the Lakers take in that game?
Only 19. Like, this was such an odd, Bobby.
But here's the question now. We're looking at, would you take Amen Thompson off Luke Kennard and put him on LeBron James? That's the other thing. Like, there's a lot of, like, every game is a different, like, there's a 7-game series, but everything is different game to game. So if you're Houston and you have no Kevin Durant, who played 71% of possessions this year, all of a sudden is not playing. Now, for Game 2, if Durant can't go, now do you start Tari Eason, who came off the bench and gave you a good lift? Or do you put Thompson on LeBron here? Because without Durant, your offense is a mess.
I like the Thompson on LeBron, because the only way you can slow LeBron down is by changing his vision, and he's physical, and he can do that. And also that helps your offense, because if he can disrupt, now you have a shorter court for him, and instead of making those threes that they want to force him to do, he actually can get down.
All of that is fine. All of that is good, smart strategy basketball. Somebody in the Rockets got to make a shot. Reed Shepard, 6 of 20, Şengün, 6 of 19. They got to score some freaking points. That's the pathway right now.
And because the question becomes, does Kevin Durant fill that void? Does just having Karl Anthony Towns putting in some work?
Yeah, this was the game for him.
That's the issue. There's no size on this Atlanta team.
Gets all the way to the basket. And then Jalen Brunson kicks it out to Karl Anthony Towns. Cat was feeling pretty good. Let's take a listen after the game.
I like it. Cat didn't force it, but the Cat came out the bag. I like it. Little two-man game. Go next. I'll take a dub, man. It's all that counts. One more to go.
Look, Jalen got us off going right from the beginning of the game. Cat came on late. Team effort, exactly what we needed.
Got this dub, first game of the series. Very important that you get this first win. Now you can go and prepare and get ready for the second game. Big win, big win. Let's go Knicks!
Our guy Iman got a good seat.
Can we talk about him being included with Knicks greats?
hey,
we're the culture, baby. We're the culture.
All right, how about Karl Anthony Towns? He's trying to become one of those Knicks greats, right? And when he was the primary defender, the Hawks, they were 3 of 12 from the floor, including 1 of 6 on threes. It's the 4th best mark for Cat in his playoff career. All right, let's head a little bit north to Boston. That's where the number 2 seed, the Celtics, they notched their 4th largest playoff win against the 76ers in series history. We know these two teams, they play a lot. It is the 23rd time they have met here.
I didn't like that. Don't get it for that. Let's keep it that way.
All right, so that's Derek White pregame. We're going to pick this one up midway through the first quarter. This is all Celtics all the way. Jason Tatum, so good to see him back, Chene, in the postseason.
It's so unfair because he's easing his way back, and he's still an all-NBA type of performer, especially when he's a playmaker or in transition like this.
In transition, once again, Tatum.
That play didn't go the way the 76ers thought.
With the slam.
A number of those.
A lot of that.
And without Joel Embiid, it was always going to be tough there for the 76ers, but it was tough sledding the entire evening. Nice find there. Jaylen Brown's slippery eel, as Kendrick Perkins would say.
Picking them apart like a chicken bone, he was saying.
Boston rolls 123-91. It was, by the way, the 19th time in their postseason careers that both JT and JB scored 25 points. That is the most by any Celtics duo in franchise history. And think of all the Celtics greats. Think of everybody who's put on that uniform. Pretty impressive. They also combined for 10 of the team's 31 assists in this. But in Detroit, it was Paolo Banchero who put on a magical performance as the Magic stole game one from Cade Cunningham and the top-seeded Pistons here. So we're going to pick it up with under 8 minutes left in the fourth quarter. In the second quarter, rather. Paolo Banchero drains the three.
He had a super juice that game.
Their whole starting lineup was going in this game and talking their talk, apparently.
7 minutes left in the
Both
third.
ends of the floor.
Cunningham, though, gets to his spot, getting hot at the right time, and then under 6 minutes left in the third, Banchero gets the ball up top, spins in the lane.
Everything downhill. Get downhill, Paulo.
Do you think he heard Tim McMahon, or was this just all,
Trust me, it was more than McMahon.
all on his own? Wendell Carter Jr., huge game for him.
Story of the game, that matchup in the paint, he won that by far.
Under 8 minutes left in the quarter, Cunningham drives.
Ezzy.
Little midi, knocks it down. He had 39 points. That's the most in an opening game of a playoff series in Pistons history. It just was not quite enough. The next play here, Franz Wagner drives.
This was the best he's looked to me in a long time. He looked really springy.
Mean little jam there. And then under 3 minutes left in the third, Wagner drives to the lane, throws a nice little alley-oop to Jalen Suggs. So the Magic, they pull off the upset. They win game one, 112-101. And the Pistons, they've now dropped 11 straight playoff home games. That extends their lead. They were already leading the league for the longest in NBA history. The last time they won a home playoff game, cast your minds back. It was game 4 of the 2008 conference finals against the Celtics. It was a series they then would lose in 6 games. So we're going to make a pact, all 4 of us right here, right now. And Brian is going to lead the charge because you have a rule about the way that we need to think about these things. And what is that rule?
Never, and I mean never, overreact to game one.
Okay, so can we all agree? We agree to that here? We're agreeing.
You
we're
can
agreeing,
react,
we're agreeing.
but you just can't overreact.
So with that in mind, Bobby, how much trouble are the Pistons actually in here?
They better win on Wednesday.
And
Here's why. The Charlotte win on Friday night woke up a sleeping giant, which we had not seen this year, which was the Orlando Magic defense. Second and third the last 2 years in defensive efficiency. They're now 11-0 this season when holding opponents to 101 points or less. The matchup with Detroit is the perfect matchup for Orlando if they are going to defend. So I have concerns. But I will say this, Malika, and I'm going to rewind the clock. I was on a number 1 seed New Jersey Nets team that lost game 1 to an 8 seed Indiana team and want to win that series.
Right.
So, but you better win game 2.
Oh, yeah. To me, I hate to say it. Sorry, Wendy. So does must win not count? Like, you can't say it's
I just been
game 2 being must win.
so many series where the team lost game 1, and by the end, by game 6, you don't even remember.
But 2 matters, though, because you can't go down 0-2.
I wouldn't advise it.
Okay,
Okay,
you wouldn't
good.
advise going down 0-2, but it's going to come down to a couple of matchups, right? And one of them is Jalen Duren cannot lose his matchup to Wendell Carter.
Absolutely. He is an all-star. He averaged 19, almost 20 points per game this season. Instead, he had 8 in the playoff, in this recent game. And he only attempted 4 shots. That, to me, can never happen, especially when Cade Cunningham is the sun when it comes to the universe. Everyone else orbits around him. And when Jalen Duren is able to at least create a shot, it takes pressure off of Cade, because otherwise, while Cade was on the bench, they were -10 as a team, 31% from the floor, whereas the Magic shot 57% with Cade off.
They only
So
had
he has
2
to take the
guys.
pressure off.
Only had 2 guys in double figures, and Tobias Harris was 5 of 15 to get to the double figures. You got to give him some help. You got to give him some offensive creation. You got to give them some options. You got to make it harder on the Magic. You just got to make it harder. Forget about not losing. Duren is an all-NBA level player. Duren's got to dominate. in the set, whether it's against Carter or not. They need Duren to be awesome in this series.
Well, Duren, and then, we talked so much about how great Dennis Jenkins was for them all year long. They need that second creator. They need him to be playing the way that he was during the regular season. But we're not overreacting, okay? Coming up on our show, Shams, he's with us. We got an update on Anthony Edwards' status tonight against the Nuggets. Plus, with a long offseason ahead in the Bay Area, did we just see the end of a dynasty? We know that there's tough decisions the Warriors now face. Hear from Draymond Green here in just a little bit. And with 3 road teams looking to reset their series